Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is October 2nd, 2017, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, just a couple of events coming up today. Starting out at 10:30 South African time, manufacturing PMI number coming out of Great Britain. We'll look at that in a moment. And then at 4 o'clock South African time, ISM manufacturing PMI number coming out of the United States. Not major numbers, but numbers to keep an eye on. But let's see what's been happening in the markets. So you're going to start here with the Euro USD. We've had a nice retracement from our all-time highs. We're looking at a daily chart right here. High of 121-ish level, as we mentioned before. We had a support level of 180-ish level. We bounced off of the low of 1733-ish level, and we hit this previous support level of 1880, and we just took it further down. So, as it stands, okay, in the grander picture of things, we look like we're consolidating here, but the question is how much further? I think we're going to challenge this level again, 1719-ish level, okay? We're making a nice neckline over there, okay? As you can see here, we've consolidated several times here, but we're on a downwards trend right now. Let's see if we hold this line. If we do hold this line, then I do think that we'll bounce off of it and start challenging the upper hand of it as the Dow Jones makes new highs, and we'll look at that in just a moment. But overall, we've had a really nice retracement, a really good correction, a healthy correction in terms of the Euro USD. Finally, booking some profits after this massive rally that we had since April. Okay, so looking at this later today, I do expect to bounce somewhere around this 1719-ish level as it unfolds. Looking at the GBP USD, not trading as volatilely, okay, not retracing as much as well. Okay, and looking at the GBP USD, we're only retracing just a tad off of our highs. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to bounce right back. It could be that the GBP is just consolidating and taking it easy in terms of how much it's retracing, in terms of how much it's trading just in general. It could be just trading in a smaller range. So even if the market does turn and the dollar gets weaker versus the GBP, we may not see it come back up to this 136 level. So we have to keep an eye on that as well. USDs are also getting much, much weaker here at 1360. That's a major retracement for the ZAR versus the dollar. And this is also on the back of the JSE, closing in on all-time highs, okay? The equity markets are very, very strong. That's the indices. The stock markets internationally are very strong. We'll look at that in just a moment, but it's playing off of its currencies, as you can see here. Looking at gold, continued our retracement. Okay, we're not below the 30 level on the RSI, as you can see here. Okay, we still have somewhat of, a further way that we can retrace, maybe down to 1267-ish level. That would be my next real support level at 1267. Let's set that up for our next support level. Okay, that around this level would be 1270-ish level would be my next opportunity for really, bouncing this off. What is of note here, okay, and we mentioned this last week, is that we're setting up a head and shoulders. This would be one shoulder, there would be the head, okay, and the anticipated next shoulder would be right here, okay, and if that does form, then we could see it coming back down to this 1240-ish, 1230-ish level, okay, maybe even lower to 1214. So keep an eye on this as this unfolds, okay. With this check, we've got one shoulder, we got the head, and see if we do get the check of getting this this next shoulder. So keep an eye on that as this unfolds later this week with the market. Looking at the JSE, as you can see here, we've set up this neckline, okay? This I've set up before, okay? This is why it's really important to do your homework and set up these support and resistance lines, because they do work, okay, most of the time. And right here we had a support level of 49,435. Had you bought it, you would have been back up into this above 50,000 level. That's a major level for the JSE, and we're closing in back to our all-time high. So keep an eye on that as well. Looking at the Dow Jones, guess what? We're at all-time highs this morning, 22,376, and we don't look like we're, letting go. Okay, it just keeps us going higher and higher. So this can continue going up. Okay, if we do break this level of 22,376, We could even hit 22,400-ish level, and this could really pop up. So let's see as this unfolds. DAX also all-time highs, and this is, kind of faked you out last week at 12,527 here. It looked like it was going to retrace and sell off a little bit, but it didn't. It continued going up higher last Friday, and now we're almost our all-time highs. So Dow Jones at the all-time high, and the DAX just trailing behind it. So the Dow Jones may, push it up further. Now, it's a little bit catch and play with the Dow Jones and the DAX, because what is the leading indicator, what's the lagging indicator? They've been switching off, so it's been kind of difficult, on the breakout side. They have to make it look like it's weak, in order for it to go up higher. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. They have to make it look weak so that, if I told you something is worth, $100, and nobody knows about it, you're going to try and say, no, it's not really worth $100, and you're going to try and be the first one to buy it at at any price below, $100 to get, your place in position. And that's exactly what the market is doing. Everybody's trying to position themselves, and it seems like the market is, valuated much higher, and we could go up much higher if this is the case. Okay, so keep an eye on that as well as this unfolds. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.